I don't recognize myself. At least, not my younger self. I look back at pictures from when I was a little girl and can't help but feel melancholy. She seems like a completely different person. That time that was captured in the photograph seems like a lifetime ago. Of course, I remember her. She was a dreamer. Someone who looked to the future full of amazing possibilities. She was unscathed and unscarred by life. She used to spend her days in princess dresses and light-up Skechers. She was so carefree and didn't seem to stress about what a day would bring. She had so much hope for tomorrow. She used to be mine. She used to be me. I don't think I ever really thought about how much I would change when I got older. As a child, you think that you just stay the same person, but with money and freedom the moment you turn 18. But after a couple of years of adulthood, this drastic of a change scares me. It seems so radically different than who I used to be. Isn't there something inside you that should remain the same forever? Shouldn't there be facets of your spirit and personality that don't change? Of course, you grow old and mature as time goes on, but aren't you supposed to just be an older version of that little girl in princess dresses? Isn't growing up some sort of betrayal of who I used to be? Who I've changed into is the scary part. I can't look back at pictures and recognize myself, and I can't look into the mirror today and recognize myself. When did I get this angry? When did the smallest of frustrations ruin my day? I used to brush off rude comments as blips in the day, but now they seem like mountains I can't overcome. When did all this hopelessness build up? How did I go from being excited about the future to now fearing what the next day will bring? It's like there's a stranger living in the same house as me. She scrolls for hours in my same bed, is always there in my mirror, and seems to control exactly how I'll feel that day. This stranger at rock bottom, not sure that there is any way she can sink lower. And I've lived in fear of the stranger for a while now. She's all of me stripped down to my anger, my sins, and my regrets. She's the bare bones of me. The skeleton that is left over when life has beat me down. It's only when you're at rock bottom that you realize the only way to go is up. I've seen this stranger as the enemy and someone to fear for so long that I didn't realize what the right response to her was. She needs help, not to be looked at in fear. She needs rest, a moment of quiet to realize she's not alone in this world. She needs a morning to sit in the sun and realize that life doesn't have to continue this way. When you're only a skeleton, the only thing to do is add on. I can stay down here, never to grow and change, or to keep moving forward. To go forward into the future and decide who I will be. The very thing I feared is the thing that will keep me going. Because every breath I take is a decision to become something. To become someone. For better or worse, I'm no longer who I used to be. I loved being that girl who twirled around and never had a single concern. But she is no longer me. Well, not all of her. I still have parts of her in me. Pieces that I want to take into this new future. A sense of childlike wonder that I want to carry until the end of my days. And every day going forward, I'm deciding who I'm going to be. I'm taking stock from the past and looking to the future for what I will become. Someone future me can look back on and smile because she chose to keep going. Because I chose to keep going. I don't want to live in anger or bitterness. I want to be kind. I want to be adventurous. I want to start enjoying the small things of life again. I want to leave childishness behind, but to face the future with childlike hope. So maybe it's okay to change. Maybe it's okay to grow up. And maybe there are growing pains that come with it. If I stayed in the past, I would never become who I was always meant to be. Yes, I have to go through the pain. Yes, I have to meet and heal the stranger. But that's what growth is. That's where growth takes place. When you plant a seed in the ground, it has to die before it can shoot up and grow. It has to cease being what it has always been to become something new and beautiful. So while it's the same heart beating inside my chest and the same skeleton that has carried me my whole life, every breath is a promise to become something new. And while I used to think that's pretty scary, I now find it very freeing. I don't have to be what past me has always been. She is gone, but she used to be mine. And I loved being her. But for the here and now, I'm growing and I'm becoming something. And I can't wait to meet her one day.